the stock market, meaning companies, new highs.
I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on. Nuts. They're nuts. They know nothing.
An online network called Internet.
Well, it's very hip to be on the internet right now.
Welcome, my degenerates. The rest of your life starts right now on Market Mania. The no bullshit approach to all financial markets, including political betting, Bitcoin, NFTs, GameStop, and the largest casino in the world, the U.S. stock market. Today on Market Mania, we will do the Man's Coin NFT giveaway. Baba set to soar. Sandwich bot gets eaten. That's a fun one. Overstock and their T0 crypto exchange play. And top story, Brett Ritchie, GameStop getting into the NFT game, hitting all the buzzwords. What do you make of that?
Yeah, they definitely hit all the buzzwords here. I think it's pretty interesting because the crypto community is not known for necessarily valuing companies based on fundamentals, and GameStop surged in the public markets, again, not really on a fundamental story, more of like short squeeze theory and then potential hype about becoming this sort of like internet e-commerce hub. So I think it's a good move for GameStop. I would imagine the market would support it, but it's actually doesn't seem to be quite the case. But yeah, I think it's interesting. I think it's a good move for GameStop, man. Get in the game.
They got downgraded today, so that's the stock was down on that. So I don't know how much of its effect is the new news or the downgrade.
Billions,
how much is down now?
Billions in market cap added since the $10, $20 range just a few months ago. And after the Wall Street bets, the Roaring Kitty, this stock has gone through everything. There was a congressional hearing over Zoom where Roaring Kitty says he likes the stock. Deep fucking value. Matt, is there any fundamental? There was like half a fundamental case for like a $10-15 billion valuation. Are you convinced yet? I don't
really bother with the fundamentals. The fundamentals really don't matter in short-term trading, and that's what I do. So it's like, if people are investing, I certainly wouldn't be investing in GME, but as for a trade, you could be long anytime and be very right.
I'm shocked that this thing didn't return down to like $60, $40. So I'm shocked that it's still.
It did. It did. Remember, and then it went back up. It was shocking to go up the second time, even more than the first time, I think.
Crazy stuff. Brett, are you still firing here?
No, I sold my protest share. I bought it at 100, sold it at 200, so made a little profit there. But I like it, man. Honestly, I think this could be very smart for them, depending how they play the whole DeFi, blockchain, crypto, NFT space. Throw a bunch of buzzwords in there, and maybe some value comes out of that.
I'm throwing my hat in the ring for the position. GameStop, get at me.
There you go.
I'll help you out. I'm a good worker. Not really. Overstock. This is Matt Glance's second crypto topic, if I recall. Overstock.
It's sort of a crypto topic. It's more of a stock trading topic, but I wanted to bring this one up because I made a big bet on Friday, right before the close, about the April 75 calls expire this Friday in Overstock. The stock was around 71 at the time. I bought it solely for social. It's a social sentiment trade. It has nothing to do with the crypto exchange. I don't even know about their T0, like how good it is versus other crypto exchanges, how busy it is. But here's the thing. They got a big crypto exchange, is a big part of their valuation now. And because Coinbase is so hyped to open up on Wednesday, all these crypto coin, BNB coin from Binance, FTT coin from FTX, all these things are popping. So all these valuations are going way up. And figure Overstock's the one, U.S. stock traded company which has a big crypto exchange. So I figured they could get a big run between now and Wednesday. But I'll most likely be selling tomorrow at some point, hopefully on the run up. What do you guys know about the Overstock T0 crypto exchange? Is it anything comparable to the other ones, or is it just like a hope and a prayer at this point? Because I don't see much trading on it.
I don't know one person that uses it.
Yeah,
personally.
I'm with Brett in that I've tried to look into it a couple times, but it's not like a Binance or a Coinbase or something or an FTX. It's just it looks like there's tokenized stocks on there right now. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's not put in fiat, get Bitcoin or Ethereum or something. That's not what it does. And I don't understand. It hasn't become a big name. And like Brett said, I haven't heard anybody that really messed with it either.
Okay, so I think from just it's a social sentiment trade. I don't think it has anything to do with the fundamentals. But if these coins, these exchange traded coins keep going up in anticipation of Coinbase opening up with a huge valuation on Wednesday, this thing could have a nice day tomorrow too.
Yeah,
it's up today with everything else down. So
that makes a ton of sense to me. I think that's a smart trade, but I like your strategy of just short term because honestly, the only thing I know about this company was the former CEO's kind of antics or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, he's nuts.
That's the main thing I think of when I think of Overstock still.
Before we give out bad info, it does look like you can buy and sell ETH and Bitcoin and so on T0, but I just don't, it's so weird when like, I've never heard, like surely you would have heard somebody, it seems like, using it, talking about it. And I've never heard it.
I've never once.
They're like part Amazon, part Binance. It's weird. It's a weird combination.
The Amazon part seems to be where the most of the business unit is. And I mean, I obviously just can't stop thinking about the Patrick Brin was his name, the CEO that went on and gave that batshit crazy CNBC speech about Russians and how something Trump, something Russians, something I have to step down. I just like big conspiracy. I don't know. Like, I don't know. This one's a mystery to me. Like I always like sometimes think like, oh, I'm gonna ape in, and like they were really early on crypto, and like how can you not try to love it? But then you look under the hood and it's just that kind of insanity. And like I don't know, man. I've never touched it, I don't think. All right, speaking of something that is even crazier in the crypto space, far crazier, the sandwich bot, it's crazy, got eaten yesterday. And what this means is that, I mean, this is almost too nerdy and too crazy to even explain here in a minute. But in short, the sandwich bot would grab Uniswap pairs that it could arbitrage. And then it would use, instead of paying gas fees, these flash bots use fees via smart contract, which immediately transfers the fee to a miner. And so it would find an ARB on Uniswap, like the case that this gentleman, this Robert Miller guy on Twitter, BERTC, you guys see it up there. Give this guy a follow because this is a really sharp explanation. This is like the best I've seen of it. And a shenanigans Ethereum transaction you can do where you just pay money to the miner instead of a gas fee. And like somewhat significant too, 0.07, if they execute this trade, you're trying to be first and you're grabbing a Uniswap arbitrage that nets you a little bit of ETH. And there was one simple trick that somebody pulled on there to trick the bot. They grabbed a poisoned token. In this case, they named it Salmonella, which is fantastic, by the way, just for the art part of it. And with this Salmonella token, it essentially tricks the bot into doing the buy part, but not the sell part. I believe I have that right. And you're going to need to read this one. And the people running these bots, the first guy lost about 100 ETH to the poisoned Salmonella token. The token appeared that it was a good arbitrage, but then it has some weird stuff on the smart contract where it won't actually let you fire it, won't actually let you sell it. The bot baited buys 100 ETH of the poisonous token. And then the poisonous token's owner bait triggers a custom transfer function, which pays 0.1 ETH to the miner. So this guy goes first on you. The poison token owner goes first to sell it before the bot can sell. And so this thing that's usually just sitting, running around making money for somebody, you know, with a couple $100,000 worth of ETH, got owned for 100 ETH. A dude notices what's happening and does it again for 300 ETH.
No.
Found a bunch of sandwich bots. It's like $600,000.
The first guy that got wrecked for the 100 ETH then figured it out and then wrecked everyone else for 300 ETH.
Very important, Brett, and thank you for clarifying me there. And this is what he wrote. This is what the first guy wrote. The guy that wrecked the first guy Game Respect gamed him and said, wow, the guy that got, like Brett said, turned around and got somebody else for 300 ETH in the same way.
I mean, no one's going to cry out any tears for arbitrage bots, I don't think. So that's all part of the game in the DeFi playground. There is enormous risk. I know that people see sometimes the 20% returns or whatever, or obviously like way higher than that. And it's easy to get excited, but there is like the risk of zero is much higher here than it is on Wall Street.
And just to clarify too, the normal DeFi stuff, adding liquidity on like a Uniswap or a Pancake Swap or a Quick Swap, Burger Swap, whatever, then this is not that. This is something far, like this is even deeper down the rabbit hole to get into sandwich, but I'd never heard of it since yesterday. And this is deep Ethereum stuff. And really, this is, if you look at the sizing here, this is whale playground stuff. This isn't some guy with 10K trying to do something. This is the guy that probably lost the 300 ETH. I would assume, while pissed, I would assume is going to be okay.
It was multiple too. It wasn't just one person that lost, but some bots got like, I think, totally drained.
Yeah. So be careful out there in DeFi land running your arbitrage bots with hundreds of thousands. Tony, the producer, Alibaba's back. The antitrust bind is over, right?
Well, that's right. It seems that the markets are breathing a sigh of relief with respect to Alibaba. Their sister company, Ant, I don't forget what the Ant Financial. Yeah, that's what it is. Of course, they came under antitrust problems with the Chinese government, as did Alibaba. It was basically the Chinese government bringing Ant Group to heel because Jack Ma, their CEO, went out and criticized the financial regulators. And that was important because Alibaba and Ant Group was going to try and get into the finance sector. So unlike our Amazon, which got into like subscription services and electronics, they're going to try and get into the WeChat, WePay, finance, moving money thing, and that really pissed off the Chinese regulators. So for better or worse, they brought them to heel and slapped them with some antitrust lawsuits. Those have now gone through. They got a slap on the wrist financially speaking, and this thing's set to soar. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do we got a winner here?
As we speak, I just got a message that Alibaba got hit new high of the day.
Wow.
So if you want to put that chart up there, it's
Yeah.
they obviously this is news. You know, it's kind of like buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing in the opposite way, because it was the bad news they were anticipating, and I guess they were worried the fine would be more, or whatever would happen to them would be a lot worse than this $2.8 million fine. So
I mean, Jack Ma was missing for like a few months. Like things looked like they could have gone a lot worse than a $2.8 billion fine, which is basically nothing for a company this size. I mean, it's not nothing, but it's like that's like a speed bump, if that. It's not a big deal. Jack Ma being like in prison or something, that's a much bigger problem.
Run that sim in your head, Brett. He disappears for like 2 months. What do you think? How he criticizes the Chinese government, the regulators, and disappears for 2 months? What the hell do you think happened?
I think that they got him in line, man, and you know, he's ready to rock with the government.
He just got a little re-education over those 2 months. No big deal.
Like, what happens? Where does he go? What does he do every day? What's the day look like? I'm just fascinated by it.
He's hooked up to a machine with electrodes to his brain, and he's getting re-educated. That's all. He's fine now.
This is coming for us all. Can't wait. But in the meantime, we can make some money off of Alibaba being very contrite to the CCP. So, of course, this is not investment advice. But Jack, if you're watching, put Baba down as my pick of the day. So,
all right. For one, welcome our new overlords.
Good. It's much easier that way. All right, we got something exciting to do here, boys. We got a man's coin to give away. Let's check this baby out. Just as a quick refresher, last week we had the Mans on the show, and he's given away freshly minted number 69, I believe, Mans Coin NFT. So anyone who had commented on that video last Friday is now eligible to win. We've got you loaded in our wheel of...
Let me stop you there. The number 69 Mans Coin is being auctioned, and I think it ends today.
Okay.
But the one, I think we're number 197 Mans Coin. I don't want people to think they're winning the special 69 Mans Coin.
Yeah, the 69 is a separate auction.
Okay, but fair enough. My mistake.
For number 197, Brett, is that?
Yeah, 197 is what we're giving away.
Okay, well, here we go. Click to spin.
Who is gonna win The man's coin.
Oh my God, we're about to change someone's life right now, guys. This is
Looks like
Connor Fitzmaurice. Congratulations. You are the proud owner of a new man's coin. Your retirement is set. And we will, why don't you just hit us up, just DM us on Twitter, or I don't know, you can put a mail postage stamp to us. I don't know. How do people get a hold of anybody anymore?
Right down there, marketmania.
Yeah, Twitter.
You can hit
Twitter
us on
or email.
Twitter.
That's right.
Just drop us an ETH address, and you're going to get a man's coin.
All right. Well, that was amazing. Okay, guys, let's do the pick of the day and close this thing out.
Load it up for us, Tony. Load it up. We're ready. It's Market Mania. Pick of the day. Go ahead and ship it along.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Insta ship. Love it. Matt Lance.
No music to that? Whatever. No problem.
No, we're
right.
giving out
Sorry.
man's coins. We don't have that budget for the music too.
I'm so
Just
excited
hit us
about
with
the NFT. I fucked up the pick of the day.
Yeah,
Here, hold on.
That
Hold on.
doesn't even count.
I think Tony's got too many jobs at one time right now.
Don't lose any sleep over that one, Tony. Matt, hit him with the pick of the day.
All right, overstock, guys. We already talked about it. Why? The reason I'm buying it 73.50 right now. Buy it and hopefully sell it tomorrow on a gap up.
All right, Brett Ritchie, hit him with your pick of the day.
I'm going with socks in the DeFi space, Unisocks. These tokens are $80,000 something. You can redeem it for one pair of socks. They started as very cheap. They've gone on this insane tear. But if you look at the overall market cap, 26 million for like a Uniswap, a very affiliated DeFi kind of play. To me, this is really cheap. Uniswap is a massive successful company. This is like the silver to their Uni tokens gold or whatever. 26 million for this market cap. I think this thing could run like, I wouldn't mind having 100% of my net worth in socks. I'll say that. I think that would be okay. So I like the coin.
Google that stuff if you guys have never heard of the Unisocks and the automated market maker. It's a great story. It's a good story. It's a good read. All right, I'm gonna go with the Atari token. Launching in Decentraland. Decentral Games and Atari announced a partnership, and it looks like this token is going to be powering the Atari Casino, soon to be in Decentraland. So really excited to see what that's going to look like. And the token does have a market cap, 150-something million. Looks like fully diluted, closer to 2 billion. Obviously, that seems ridiculously high. But I also sort of think Atari... old school Atari, like this is the Atari company, the one that you're thinking of. Seems like something that's going to come from that. That just seems like they got a shot to run it up in today's crazy, mixed up crypto world. That will do it for today. It's a Monday in April 12th, 2021. And we appreciate everybody that listens to us here on Market Mania. We're going to leave you with one from Lil Peep, and Gab 3, the Hollywood Dreamin' track. And it goes something like this. Playing with the work, now I'm Hollywood dreamin'. It's just another Hollywood weekend. I'm just another Hollywood demon. Girls keep screaming, living like I'm dreaming. Like and subscribe this show right here on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok and Twitter at Market Mania Show. We'll see you tomorrow, if there is a tomorrow. But for now, it's lights out.
I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. I never sleep if I don't have. I never sleep. I never sleep if I don't have my medicine.
Time to right the wrong. So your hands in the air if you like the song. If you're going over there, take it twice as long. Last time ain't talking about Tylenol. Oh, I bet you'd like to know. You can come around the way if you're trying to go. If you want to switch lanes for a pot of gold or a domino, out of control. The usual. Get mad cause I'm looking at your girl. Switch it up. I do it so much louder than everything you've heard. Everybody heard, got the word that the world wasn't turning. Act like you're in a jury. Power of attorney, we're how we're turning. Can't lie like it's Mississippi burning. Don't act like you're in a daze. I imagine it look the other way. Couldn't clear space on my mind, was afraid of the time. Strobe light flicking in the moonlight.